is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Friday!
Let's
Let's go. 85 degrees outside. Feels like 89. You're looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco.
Be careful in that heat, man.
Going to get up to 91 today. Low of 70 tonight.
He could take you out, Nate.
Dude, I tell you.
Especially when you're 300 pounds or whatever.
Dude, they said yesterday, I talked to our team photographer, and she said it was only like 90 degrees, but she said like it's hot as it's ever been out there. I don't know what was going on, if it was reflecting off those windows a weird way or what, but before we get into all that, how you doing, Kurt?
Good.
You look really hip today, Kurt.
Well, I'm
Did you see
trying to-
Kurt?
Hip to be square.
Put your shoes up
I'm
on the table.
trying to be like
Okay.
Hip to be
Got the little trim that
Okay.
matches the
trying
sweater.
to be like you guys.
Okay.
You
Got the hair
You were
spiked up.
losing the news.
I like it. Jesse, how you doing?
I'm good,
What's
man.
your shirt today?
Oh, this is my school shirt, Kingdom Collegiate Academy.
Okay, all right.
KCA.
Nate, what's your
If you're
shirt
looking for a
say?
great place to
It
come
said
to
that's
school.
got something to do with the Dallas Cowboys, always in Felton.
Now, are you going to
You
be?
do keep a lot. Nate, you keep a lot of cowboy gear to tuck.
I tell
Yeah.
you what, there ain't many people that can compete with you for being the king of free.
Yeah.
Nate close. Nate is real close. If it's free, it's for Nate.
I just got some chicken strips from Paul
Are you going to
Scott.
be engaged today, or are you going to watch
No.
video all day?
I'm down. But I would like to say thank you to what's my
Scott
name?
Purcell.
Scott Purcell. I'm calling him Scott Paul. Dang, that's like Josh Heupel. But anyway,
I tell you what. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I want to say this, fellas.
Hey, your
Say
phone
it.
off? Your alarm off?
Oh, thank you, man.
I just didn't want to.
Phone's off. Let me see if I set my alarm again today.
Okay, I unplugged myself. Let me say this right. Two things have to happen in this game before we do what we do.
Okay.
Got
Two
rules
things.
going. More rules.
Defensively, if they go into our red zone, we have to hold them around 30%. Kicks versus touchdowns, extra points versus. And the same offensively. If we go into the red zone, we have to be in the 70 percentile, right? That's the top 5 of the league.
Yeah.
77, 72 percentile of touchdowns versus field goals. We have to be this if we stand a chance of, like Jesse saying, and I don't like to use this word because it comes back together, the 40 burger. Okay? Okay? So I just want to say that, but y'all go ahead on.
All right, so
I said 30 plus and got me fired, but you said 40 burger. Let's hope we keep your job.
Okay.
Lord have mercy. When we going to let that go?
Never.
Okay. Hey, we got a couple of things going on today. Obviously, it's Fan Fun Phone Friday. 888-855-2297. We got somebody on the line already. The other thing we're going to try today, tweet the show.
Yes.
Okay.
Use the handle at HWTB.
Let's go.
And I've
It's right
got
up
the
my
screen
wheelhouse.
pulled up here. And you just tweet at the show, and then we will pull some tweets up if this works right, and I don't completely screw it up. We'll pull some tweets up on the screen, and we'll answer those in between phone calls. So we got this show today
Get
is
to it.
all about the fans.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing. It's about the fans. The fastest growing show on the Dallas Cowboys Podcast Network is donating our time to you guys, the fans,
All right.
because that's why we do this show
So, Chris, come plug me back up.
today on Friday. What's wrong? You unplug your ears?
yourself.
I'll do it. He unplug his
next to
headphones.
that.
Hell, man.
I'll
Hey,
get it.
man, I'm going to tell you something. I'm loving this, man.
Let-
I'm loving this today. I'm loving this.
All right, Chris, you got to stay in the back because you got to be quick on the trigger.
Okay, that's right.
Here's the rules. Tell them the rules, Chris.
All right, first be fast,
Okay.
or you get hung up on by Mr. Jones.
Okay.
Okay, and that's all we need. Just be fast.
Okay.
Get your questions out. Get it across. We
Be just like Chris in the bedroom.
Oh my God.
Get in, be fast.
Oh my God.
Get out.
Chris, you gonna put up with that?
Shots.
Wow, that's about bad.
Chris,
What Mr. Jones said on the radio.
I need to go.
Chris, work on it, and then Monday.
No,
Monday, you got all weekend to work on it.
Check this out. All right. So Jesse, talk.
Oh, is it?
So we're good now.
Okay. We like Shannon in the building.
Yeah.
We like Shannon.
Never mess with the engineer. Okay?
Sorry.
So you can just take the rest of the day off because your mic is off.
Oh,
Sorry.
there you go, Chris. Don't let him do that to you. All right, Chris, who we got on the phone? Our first caller today.
Our first caller would be Joseph in New Jersey, who's already talked to Shannon, obviously.
What's up, Joe? I was in the back talking to Chris, and the phone started ringing, so I just picked it up. Me and Joseph talked for a minute. So,
Okay.
So we're good.
So, Joe, you should be really quick then.
Yeah, hey, just not as quick as Chris normally is.
Okay.
I don't want Mr. Jones. My bad, Chris. Really quick, thank you guys for taking my call.
Hey, you got lucky
Appreciate it.
because Chris walked in here to plug Nate back in, so he didn't hear you say that. We won't
even
tell
better.
him. We won't tell him till after the show. So go ahead.
Even better. But just really quick, thank you guys for being the number one show as always, even though I watch everybody else as well. But number one thing, and just that I wanted to ask more so Nate, with Nate being the great Nate Newton that he is. Nate, with the offensive line, the way that it is right now, and we're talking about our right guard staying at right guard, but obviously with Tyler Masecki possibly being out,
He's out.
with
No,
now,
he ain't
He's
possible.
out. He's out. Go ahead.
Oh, he's out. Yeah. Because Mike McCarthy just said it on the conference.
Right.
But they're also now, with us putting Terrence Steele out there, obviously last year we had much more success with Zach Martin before he went out in the Washington game when he was at the right tackle spot. And then Connor McGovern, we and what I've seen or heard from you guys is that Connor McGovern is actually a better guard than Terrence Steele is at right tackle. So do you guys believe that we should go back to what we did last year and we should have better success? Or do you think that we'll have better success with Mike McCarthy still doing what Mike McCarthy does? Or freaking Mike, as Justin would say. Thanks, guys. Love you guys.
Hey, thank you for the call.
All right,
Before you guys answer that, update us, Kurt, on what happened yesterday.
Oh, with Ty Nasecki.
Yeah.
I guess they're calling it sort of a heat problem. After the practice, they didn't say for sure what exactly happened, but they wound up taking him to the hospital. He spent the night in the hospital for precautions. He's already been released this morning. But yeah, they said he's definitely out for Sunday.
Was it heat exhaustion?
That's
They were saying?
Yeah, it was heat related. They said
Heat related symptoms or
something like that.
weird.
Yeah, they're kind of being vague about it, which
So
maybe they should.
You've already got a beat up kind of. I mean, at least that's not one of your three. So you still got two of your three, Nate.
So who's the backups on
3:30.
Who's the backups to Steele?
Well,
Who's
they're
gonna-
saying
Knight.
Brandon Knight.
Brandon Knight, because he's off the COVID, right?
Yeah.
That's a good backup. That is who even if the other guy Ty was there, that's who I want to be the backup, because I think he's a better player. I think he plays harder, and I think he's quicker. So we okay. We okay. I mean,
You're not panicking?
nah.
Are you panicking on defense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
But it's not game 6.
Man, you know what? Sometimes when you're not good physically, which we are not good physically, matching up to them, we're not. Their offensive line wins. Our guys got to overachieve unless our inside guys do something special. This the tackling, the 3 technique, the nose tackle. If they do something special this week, now I'm not giving up on the young Dorrance Armstrong, but he's got to come. He's got to make some things happen.
Basham was pretty excited too.
Yeah, I would
said
be
yesterday
excited too. I mean, he gets to start. I mean, yeah, but like Jesse said the other day, after about 25 plays, let's see how excited you are when you put your hands on your hip.
Would you get punched in the gut?
Yeah.
Are you panicking on offensive line yet, Jess?
Yeah.
Yep. So you're panicking on defensive and offensive lines?
Yeah, I think we're not to the screwed point yet, but
How close are we?
we in trouble. Like we're flirting, and honestly, as the clock continues to tick, I'm afraid something might come up tomorrow. Like
It feels like
it
that
just
kind of
feels
week,
like
doesn't it?
Yeah.
every time we turn around, it's another thing.
Like it's safety because
Darian-
Wilson is out.
Yeah,
because he left yesterday.
He left yesterday,
He got some kind of collision, injured thigh. Sounds like.
so we might not
It's
have
like-
our safeties.
It's like everybody should. going to one of them cryo state and just sit there. Put each tube
Put
on
them in
the
a
plane.
pod. Put them in a pod.
Yeah, and then when we get there right before the game, just pop open the thing with them already dressed and ready to go.
All right. You know what? Let me try this. We got some tweets. I'll work on these tweets, Chris. We got another call though, right?
Yes, we do.
All right. Who we got?
We got a friend of the show. He says
Uh-oh.
Derek from North Carolina.
Derek or Eric?
No, it's Eric.
Get it right, Chris. Come on, Chris.
Hey, I got you guys in one ear. I got him in the other.
Chris, you've been running this show long enough to know we ain't got no Derek in North Carolina. We got Eric in North Carolina. What's for lunch, man?
Man, I just ate at Waffle House, man. I just had an all-star stuff at Waffle House. No right. That's what I just ate at my cousin. So, yeah, I'm nice and full till about 9 o'clock tonight. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, man, just a quick statement and question.
It better be quick because Chris will hang up on you.
Very concise. I will be in the building Monday Night Football for the season
Let's
opener.
go.
All right.
I'm in the building. We got some great seats, section 144. Hopefully I can get this. Shannon is so gracious enough to give me a little pass. I could tour the star that Monday. That'll be great. That would be awesome. All right.
Wait, let me stop you right there. Here's the thing. All you guys that are regulars, when y'all come in for these games, when we get back to normal, I'm going to bring y'all on the show.
Say less.
They won't let us have visitors now, but you and Jay and G, and when all you guys come down for a game, we'll get y'all on the show whenever y'all come
That's
down.
awesome.
Y'all just got to give me a heads up. But
Yes,
right
sir.
now we can't have guys in the building. But we will. You guys have been with us since day one, so we will get you on the show
Yes,
at some
sir.
point.
You
Loyalty,
can't.
baby.
You might not can't tour the star, but you can come by and say hello to me before the game and after the game because I'll be right there
That
at
sounds
Texas
good.
Live.
Oh, nice.
That sounds good. I'll be
I do
there.
my
I will
pre
be
and
there.
post game show at Texas Live, so come by and holler at your boy before you go to the game or after you go to the game. Yes, sir.
Hey, and when you get there, walk down from your seat all the way down during pregame warm-ups and holler at me on the sideline, and I'll come up there and take a picture with you.
All right, now what's your question?
Got it.
All right.
So
Now, the quick question is, what is
Yes.
I mean, you guys talk about defensive line, offensive line, but what is the make or break matchup for this team that can get us a win or plunge us into despair? That's my question. What is the marquee matchup that will make or break the Dallas Cowboys on Monday night? I mean, on Sunday afternoon. That's my question.
Good question. Thank you for being quick, concise, and to the point.
All right, bye.
Eric
Yeah.
in North Carolina.
Steele versus
That's not
Bosa.
bad.
That's okay.
Maybe even
What's your make or break, Nate?
For this game,
Yeah.
red zone.
No.
Offensive
You didn't
defense.
listen to the question. Offensive, defensive matchup.
When our offense
You
match up to
You
them.
over there eating your chicken fingers,
No,
have a dinner.
You know what, y'all?
and they're not even Wingstop.
You all know what you all gonna do is y'all gonna try to make it specific. And I said yesterday, and I said, Joey Bosa is Joey Bosa. Take care of him. Know where he's at every time. So wherever he's matched up, it's gonna be hell for that person.
I'll give you a specific matchup.
That's spoken just like a guy that didn't listen to the question.
Yeah.
Well, you can say whatever you want. I'm not changing what I'm saying.
The crunch from the chicken
And-
tender.
offense. the
Yeah, I'm
offense
crunching and I'm eating it, but I
Hey,
promise you this
I'll
right
buy
here.
it. I'll buy it.
When the-
Offense
when-
versus Bosa.
Okay, all right. Okay,
I'm with
okay,
you.
all right.
I'm with you. I was messing
All right.
with you, but that's
No,
a good
no, no,
point. That's
no,
a good
no.
point. No, it's a good point.
And when okay, all right.
A name that we haven't
Why
talked
has he
about.
got his feelings hurt?
we're buying
No,
we're
my
on your
feelings are not
side.
hurt.
We're
My
agreeing
feelings
with
are-
you.
No, I know y'all are playing with
He
me.
wanted to get
But
to the next caller so he can go
but
back to them chicken
when,
tenders.
when Sunday come and we down by 9 and everybody's sitting there like, wow, man, we just missed a field goal. Wow. Oh, man, we just went down there and got a field goal. And then all this resonate when we be back in here Monday. What happened? Well,
We agreed with you. We're not messing with you.
No, I agree.
I agree too.
don't worry about my chicken tenders in my box, okay? Jesse.
I ain't
Now,
worried
Jesse,
about-
what is your
I
specific?
definitely ain't worried about your box. I was worried about the chicken tenders.
Yeah, man, I like pain, okay? Put it in there. Just put it in there. I'm just saying, I ain't say nothing else.
As an inside joke.
Yeah.
Inside joke.
Just put it
Now,
in there.
what is your specific thing that's going to change the game, Jesse?
We've talked a ton about Joey Bosa. We've talked a ton about what we are at right tackle. We've talked a ton about Derwin James and all these other guys. I think the matchup that we're going to have to watch is Austin Eckler against our linebackers.
All right.
Because one of the things that has always given us problems in the past are versatile running backs. Austin Eckler is one of those guys in that. Now, please listen to what I'm saying before you. I don't need anyone tweeting me, calling me, texting me, and saying you're crazy. I'm not comparing him to these dudes. I'm putting him in the stylistic form of what these other guys do. Your Alvin Kamaras, your Dalvin Cooks, your Gibsons from your McKissons, where they can be between the tackles, and they can also kill you at receiver. Mm-hmm. Because what you're going to have to do now is you're going to have to mix those linebackers up.
I saw McKissick. You brought him up. I didn't realize that dude was that nice.
Last night he showed you what he was.
He got some hands, man.
And so, but that's Austin Eckler. Like he is when he's he's had some injuries, but Austin Eckler is a guy who is quick, is shifty, can run, but also can catch the ball out of the backfield. So in those moments where we're trying to create some pressure. And maybe you have to now bring a Parsons and rush a Parsons or whatever it is. When he gets the ball in the open field against a Leighton Vander Esch or potentially Jalen Smith or Neal or someone like that, that's going to be a matchup, and it's going to be very critical in the third down and short yardage situations because he can kill you as a pass-catching back. So to me, it's one of the things that we haven't really been talking about. But Austin Eckler is a guy who can be a multifaceted dude and kill you in a lot of different ways.
All right, keep your eye on that. We got to take our first break. Chris, when we go to break, I think I punched it up, right? Let's see. Let's test it. We didn't get a question, but we did get a tweet from Jose Aguilar at Bolo Chuco. He didn't give us a question, but he said he loves the show. He listens every time we're on. Jesse, he loves your story, man. God bless.
My guy,
Thank you, Jose.
Thank you,
so,
brother.
yeah, it does work. So, you guys tweet us. Tweet us your questions. We'll slip some of those in. We'll keep taking calls, 888-855-2297. And we will be right back for the second segment.
Some chicken fingers.
Of Hanging with the Boys.
Wow.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
How great would it be to travel to watch the Cowboys win on another team's turf? Pretty great. But honestly, just watching the game from anywhere but your house would be fun. Even a hotel bar with some guy named Phil from St. Louis who thinks Oakland still has a team. So whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the show, the Miller Lighthouse. I didn't pull the read up in time, but I've read it so many times. Go check it out. Your tailgate just got jealous. The Miller Lighthouse, they have $5 beers. They're super cold. They have a walk-in cooler out there. They have yard games.
Big turf field.
Big turf field. Go check it out. If you're coming to Eric with an E in North Carolina, when you come to the game on that Monday night, go check out the Miller Lighthouse and call back into the show and let us know what you think. And before we go back to the phones, we're going to go to another tweet. And when you tweet in a picture of your baby, I mean, that's a given that you got to get your question answered, right? So the question is from Paul Garcia. My Wonder Paul. That's the wrong tweet. Good job, Chris. We're still working out. We're still working out the kinks. It's all right. Whenever Chris gets it up, we'll read it. There we go. First question: how can the defense apply pressure to Herbert, not Heupel, Herbert, without its two best edge rushers? Like what packages or schemes? And the second question, Uncle Jesse, when are we going to do a Hanging with the Boys onesie?
That's my Twitter niece. Never met her in person, but that's my Twitter niece.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Explain that real quick.
I don't know. Just I have my Twitter brothers and sisters.
Okay, that's your Twitter niece. Okay.
Yeah, that's my Twitter niece.
So what about the question, Nate? How can the defense apply pressure to Herbert without its two best edge rushers? Is it possible? Can you scheme it, I guess is what he's asking.
And talking to the mic.
Yeah. You can scheme it up, man. It's several ways.
Put the mic as closer to your mouth like them chicken tenders.
It's several ways you can do this. The A and B gaps with, two backers coming up the middle of certain situations. But, you have to be real careful trying to manufacture because you're going to be light somewhere else. And they have three receivers that can light you up like last week. So you have to be real careful when you're trying to manufacture up some deals. Sometimes you just got to let these guys go, the 4 or 5 guys up front, let them go at him, and hope that something can break for you because remember, you send that extra guy, somebody's going to be light on the back end. Somebody's going to have to be extra technique sound.
And don't nobody on this show like anybody that's lighting the back end. I can tell you that right now.
That's right.
I like them.
It sounded like they might go with quantity over quality. So throwing more guys out there on the line, rotating more often. Is that going to help?
You talking about with defensive line? Yeah. Just rotate a lot with the defensive line. Yeah. There ain't much they can. I mean, they can rotate, but it comes a point where you realize, if Basham was the man, he would have stayed where he was. If Darnce Armstrong was the man, he would be playing more than what he, maybe this coaching staff see more than the last coaching staff. So, these guys are who they are. They are second teamers, and they've been perennial second teamers. And maybe we'll see something different in this game. Maybe we'll come out of this game Monday saying, wow, I didn't know he had this, and I didn't know he was that. And I'm praying that's what'll happen.
You know what they say, injury creates opportunity.
And it does, but it's like this. You get a flat tire in your car, what do? You go to the spare. And even with your spare, you're limited at what you can do.
That's
spare
right.
says, only drive 50 miles an hour, don't drive for a long period of time.
How long did you think of that analogy?
It just hit it.
That's
literally
really
just hit
good,
me.
Jesse.
It literally just hit me.
That was great.
But if you you didn't let me finish.
Sorry. I got so excited.
He got that problem today. He has that problem
You had
today.
some original content. I was like so impressed. I'm sorry. I did cut you off. I'm a bad host today. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
And there's limitations on the spare tire. And maybe Nate, because Nate drives all the big fancy cars, I've never seen a spare for the spare. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's you're always trying to get back to your original tire or one like it as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So even if we're trying to manufacture, and that's a word that we've come up with in the last year or so, manufacture.
Right.
The guys that you're rotating in are, and I don't mean this in a disparaging or disrespectful way, but they're spares, they're backups. There's something to help you get along until you can get back to your original. And the one thing that this Chargers team has done in the offseason, they addressed the issues that they had last year for their quarterback. And that was with Tyrod Taylor, and that was once Justin Herbert took over. They couldn't protect those guys. Yep. They drafted Slater. They got Lindsey at the center.
Right, tackle is new.
And then they went and got Brian Bulaga.
Yeah.
So what they did was they said, we're going to fortify this front. We're going to secure this front. And here's the thing that is so important. Outside of Slater, You go and get proven veteran starters, not spares, not backups. These other guys were starters. If I'm not mistaken, Lindsey might have made the Pro Bowl a year or so ago. That helps this young quarterback communication. The line understands. So when you're trying to manufacture these blitzes, you're not dealing with an inexperienced offensive line where things can get confusing. I'm not saying that you can't get home. I'm saying when you have an experienced offensive line, that communication is passed along the offensive front so much more smoother and clearer. And now your quarterback has an opportunity to be upright and deliver the ball in the places where it's supposed to go. And so when you're trying to manufacture this pressure, however that's going to be, like Nate said, you're going to have to be light somewhere, because 4 on 5 you don't win. We don't have enough guys to go, well, that matchup is going to win 1-on-1. So now if you add a 5th guy, that makes it 5 on 5. Okay, that means we have to bring a 6th guy from somewhere. And now you're talking about not having your 2 defensive ends, and then not having potentially one of your starting safeties out there, and another safety got hurt yesterday in practice. Yeah. You talk about our communication now on the back end. You start bringing all these new guys in this rotation. Sometimes it's like telephone. I can tell you something and tell you something and tell you something, and along the line it gets confused. When you start adding all these new players into the mix, and you're trying to now do some funky things outside of your base scheme, some funky things outside of your base schemes.
I'm not real sure you said that the first time.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes communication.
Words are hard today.
Sometimes communication is missed.
You loving it?
We don't want to bust coverages. We don't want to miss guys. And let's go to the next caller.
Who we got, Chris?
Are you loving it?
We got one of your guys on your tour group.
Who we got?
We got G from Jersey.
G, what's up,
Jersey.
G?
Hey.
How you doing?
Fellas. Joey Bosa, Sammy Sosa, unlimited mimosas, baby. It don't matter. We got to turn Herbert into Sherbert, baby. Here we go. Let's go. Nate, real quick, I got a question for you. We got the Prez back. We got Zach Martin back. But has Connor McGovern done enough to surpass Connor Williams? And would that move make us better up the middle? Because we tend to run the ball to the outsides too much, especially in goal line situations. And that's been ineffective. And, Jesse, I got a question for you, and you led up to it. But when does the rotation at linebacker stop for continuity? I know other teams, they typically have their 1 or 2 linebackers, their starters, that they stay out there. And would that make us better? Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, G.
All right, bye.
Yes.
That's the answer, yes?
Yeah. He said it, man. And I've been saying this since training camp. Don't play guys to play guys.
Mm-hmm.
You playing to win, and I don't believe that 3rd and 4th receivers should wind up at the end of the year with 40 passes. I believe that starting wide receivers should end up with 80 and 90 passes across the board. So that means that these backups get 20. Linebackers, you a special team. If you're not a starter, you're special teams. You know, and the first question, I when he went to linebackers, I just lost it. The first question he asked me was what? I forgot it. So anyway, yeah, you can say what you want. Some things grab my attention because they're more important. We need to get Parsons all the reps he can get. We need to get, if Cox is ready or close to being ready, we need to get him all the reps he can get, because this thing cannot continue to go like it's going. You know, it's one game, but like Jesse said when we walked in, first thing he said, man, is it a black cloud over the Dallas Cowboys? But our defense has been a black cloud for like 3 years now.
Snake bit.
And so,
you started.
You know.
Yeah. I will say I hope this team is more focused on Sunday than we are on this show today.
Well, I just missed the first question because he said linebackers. I'm sorry.
I missed it too because I was checking my phone.
First question is about McGovern. Is McGovern ready to move ahead of
this coaching staff don't think so.
Connor Williams.
This coaching staff does not think so. Connor Williams, we should have been having Connor McGovern even try to play center before
because he played in college.
Yeah,
right?
just 1 or 2 games. But what's the difference? Give yourself every opportunity. But the left guard, they are satisfied with Connor Williams. They are satisfied with him. They like what he does. That's why he got all these shots at center, you know, which nobody outside of the coaching staff thought anything like, why are we doing this? So, nah, man, they're not going to. The question is, just leave the right guard where he at, and the left guard ain't going nowhere.
On a positive note, though, let's take a positive approach.
Well, okay.
Right. Let's take a positive approach.
We must go talk on the offense.
Yeah, of course. We still have our captain, number 4.
Wait a minute. Did I just hear you right? Did Jesse just say, let's take a positive approach?
Yeah. You see how you got to let it fly. You let me roll.
Okay, I just want to make sure I heard you right. Go ahead.
Am I the negative one all the time?
No, you're not.
Listen, everybody don't answer at once, please.
I just said no, you're not.
Free Kurt, come on, my guy. You're not. Normally my guy.
You speak the truth.
You're my guy.
You're the gospel.
But you looked for a second with a moment of hesitancy, like, I hope someone else answers first. But no. In the same respect, while we talk about, how do we stop Joey Bosa and how do we stop that all their receivers and their quarterback and so on and so forth. They got to stop us too. They got to line up and figure out a way to, because Dak is hot right. I know it's only one game, but he far surpassed what we all thought he would be coming back, being off for 15, 16 months or whatever it was, and 300 and something days since the last October.
Right.
And he came in. And one of the reporters, I'm sorry, I forgot who reported this, but they asked Dak about, hey, did you have to ice your arm more or your body more than that? He said, no, I didn't ice it at all. He goes, I've done more than enough to be ready to go. So now that could just be, player talk, behind the scenes. He's like, my arm's falling off, whatever. But he's like, no. He goes, I've been fully prepared to go and do what I do. So whether it's 38 passes or 68 passes, I'm ready to go and do it. My body is ready. And the Chargers have to, and while Derwin James is a good player, and I think Chris Harris is a good player, I think Amari Cooper is a better player than Chris Harris. I think CeeDee Lamb is a better player than Asante Samuel Jr., whoever they may have out there.
Chris Harris didn't practice yesterday.
I think what we have offensively, and I do think that this is one of those games where kind of Zeke gets a little bit of rhythm going. Like he gets a little bit of, a couple passes here and there, find some holes. I do think they lean on him a little bit more early in this football game because you have to wear that defense down. And you want to have longer time of possession. I don't want to give the ball to the Chargers offense for my defense sake. So, yes, if we have an opportunity to get in the red zone and score, we must score. But also, I think this is going to be one of those games where we want to control the clock a little bit. We want to have long, sustained drives so that we can wear that defense down. Because if it's going to be a tight game, which I think this isn't going to be a blowout either way.
Either way, yep, I agree.
I want to have the competitive condition advantage in the fourth quarter, and I think you do that by give me a little Zeke, give me a little Tony Pollard, control the clock, body blows. But they got to step up and stop Dak too in that offense, and that ain't no easy task. And they don't have enough horses on there where I'm just like, well, they can just shut us down. It's going to be we're going to get our chances. We're gonna have chances to capitalize on their lack thereof on their defense side of the ball as well.
All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, we'll take maybe one more phone call, maybe one more tweet, and then maybe a special guest when we come back on the last segment of Hanging with the Boys.
Put some on you.
What's wrong?
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with United Ag and Turf. When there's work to be done, a real workhorse can make all the difference. Like the Range Boss package. Our 5075E John Deere 75 horsepower tractor features a bell spear and loader and starts at $369 per month. And the price you see is the price you'll pay. No surprises. It works like a horse, so you don't have to.
Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com. Offer ends February 1st, 2021. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Now, let's get to work.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the show. Last segment, Hanging with the Boys.
Man, I'm glad that wasn't me.
Does your Cowboys fandom go beyond the game? The NFL Fan of the Year contest presented by Captain Morgan is back, and we're relaunching the search for one extraordinary Cowboys fan. I'm going to cut this short. Just go sign up. Nominate a fan or yourself today at DallasCowboys.com/fan of the year. And we have one more call from listeners. Who we got on the phone, Chris?
Matt from Jersey.
Matt, a lot of Jersey love today. What's up, Matt?
What is going on? Hanging with the boys. God, I've been tweeting at you guys. Finally get on and call you. Deep behind enemy territory in my concerns over here in Jersey. But to feed off of the gospel, what he was saying is our offense is. I think we'll be all right if we can chip at Bosa on the right side. But seeing Washington again play last night, they don't have a really, really good secondary compared to ours. I think we'll be okay if we can create some pressure. I want to see 94 play, but if we don't have 94,
he ain't playing.
He's not going to play.
He's not going to play.
He out.
That's going to be tough.
He hasn't produced one negative test yet.
Do you like maybe bash him on one end and maybe going 11 over there?
No, Darren Armstrong. No, 11 got.
Lawrence.
Yeah,
I like Lawrence. I like him. I mean,
Darren, because
I like the Lawrence.
Who's your cover backer? Is he going to be him or Jabril Cox? Who's your cover backer?
I will put maybe Cox in there. And then also another injury concern is Noah Brown available for this game?
Yes.
I think he is.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good one for blocking lines.
Yeah. Appreciate the call, Matt.
Jalen Smith as a rusher?
No.
Somebody talked about that earlier.
No.
You know, when I see.
Please God, no.
This is what I liked about Jimmy Johnson. This is what I liked about Coach Johnson. I hate bringing him up because, that make people go crazy. Well, he did not waste time on things you could not do. And some of these guys we're mentioning, we got to design schemes for them to get on the field. How about you just being a great player so we can leave you on the field? You see what I'm saying?
That's a great concept.
That's how you do that, man. That's how you do that.
Concept.
Every now and then, a chicken finger get dislodged, and I'm all right.
By the way, to our fellow sponsors at Wingstop, these are not outside chicken fingers.
They're not.
These are chicken fingers that are made here.
I had to beg for these
in the facility,
yes.
And we're about due for some a Wingstop drop here soon.
I'm ready.
So I've been ready.
So anybody from Wingstop listening, we hungry. We hungry.
If you guys seen my tweet yesterday from Wingstop, I deleted it. They can ignore it.
Why? They ignored it?
No, they should. Don't listen to anything I say.
Okay. Well, we try not to, but you
Hey,
talk
let me share something.
Really loud.
Let me share Just bring wings, Wingstop. Don't try to push that other stuff on me. Just give me the wings.
Let me say this right here. Let me say this right quick. Let me say this right quick.
Say it real quick.
This is important.
We got a special guest.
Oh, that's right.
No,
forget what I was going to say.
No, go ahead. Yeah. No, you can't set it up like that and then say forget it. Go.
In the game, y'all, when we're in the red zone, defensively, we have to hold them to field goals, and offensively, we got to get touchdowns.
Got to get 7.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna
y'all
keep
remember
saying
that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember these things from Nate: red zone efficiency.
That's it.
And Joey Bosa.
Thank you.
Because we will be talking about those two things, one way or the other, when we come in on Monday, whether we were successful or not successful. Those things will come back up, I guarantee you.
Yes, they
Remember
will.
that. You heard it.
Yes, they will. And Zeke sitting on the sideline.
Okay. All right. Very special guest returning to the show for the first time in a really, really long time.
Yeah.
You know her as Mama Gross. I know her as my mother.
Tommy John model.
Mama Gross. And I'm going to tell y'all, she's really nervous today for some reason. Why are you nervous, Mom?
I don't know. I guess it's just been too long.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Welcome
But
back.
I'm okay now. I'm okay because I'm still a star.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You're
still a star.
People recognize you. You're famous. You're famous. So.
Even going through COVID and turning gray, he knew who I was. Yay, yay.
Yay. And Mom is basically after that first outing by LSU, she's written them off. She's not putting them in her picks anymore. So she's picking the Cowboy game, 3 other games, and then her favorite over-under lock of the week is what we're doing. And by the way, this is just for entertainment purposes only. But Mom, give us your picks for the week.
Okay. First of all, I just want to tell Nate that we're doing cinnamon rolls next Friday. I'm sending them to you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Lord.
Thank you. Send my own.
I was going to say,
Send my own.
Nate needs his own tray.
Yeah, if you ain't sending me my own tray, ma'am.
I'm packing them up into go trays so you can take them home.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get started. Of course, the reason why I'm doing no LSU is because I'm not a resident of Louisiana anymore.
There you go.
Okay.
All right,
Let's go.
So I had to come to Texas so I could root for Joe Burrows and the Bengals.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, let's do the Bengals and the Bears.
Okay.
The Bengals are getting 2.5 points.
Okay.
And I think the Bears' defense is a little weak, and they're older, and I think that the Bengals are going to do it.
All right. You got the Bengals.
Okay.
They're getting 2.5?
The Bengals are getting 2.5.
Okay,
The Bears are giving them up.
All right. Who you got next?
Okay, the L.A. Rams and the Colts. Wow, I watched the Rams too. There's a lot to say, but I'm going to go with the Colts because of the point spread. I think they're the most desperate team. I think that maybe the Rams might be a little overrated, and we'll see.
What's the points?
The Rams are giving up 3.5.
All right. Colts plus 3.5.
Right. I'm torn between two games. Of course, it's the Saints and the Panthers and the Chiefs and the Ravens. But I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs and the Ravens.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the Ravens.
Wow.
What's the points there?
3.5. The Chiefs are giving up 3.5. And I think that we saw last week that you could run the ball against the Chiefs. And I think if Lamar Jackson does his weird little quirky things, he may put them a little off balance.
That surprises me because you're usually a Chiefs homer, so I'm surprised you're taking that one. Okay.
Well, I'm changing my ways. It's been a long time.
All right. Sometimes you got to do that when you get older.
Yeah, and it's coming on fast.
And where they playing that game at?
At Baltimore.
Okay.
Yep,
It's
at
at
Baltimore.
home.
All right. And then what's your over-under lock of the week?
Okay, so the over-under I'm going to take is the 49ers and the Eagles. And this is what I'm going to say. I think they're explosive players on both sides of the ball, and I'm going to take the over of 50 points.
Over 50. All right. And the moment we've all been waiting for, Cowboys at the Chargers. What's the spread on that one, and who are you taking?
Okay, the Cowboys are getting 3.5.
Okay.
Chargers are giving it up. I'm going to have to say what Nate said. It's a coin flip.
Okay.
A coin flip on the game and a coin flip who gets the first possession. I think that either we're going to see a lot out of these young players or it's going to go bad fast.
All right.
But I still have to believe that the Cowboys are going to do it because I think we have some players like Dak that are just phenomenal. And I think Zeke's time is going to be this week. So we're going with the Cowboys.
Plus 3.5?
Right.
There you go. All right, Mom, send cinnamon rolls.
They will be
Send
there
me my
Friday.
own.
Oh, and Jesse, I'm coming out to Texas Live to watch your show one day. Before.
Come on out.
I am. I'm going to probably do it on the October the 3rd game. I have friends coming in, and I'll bring them to Texas Live to watch it.
There you go.
Oh, man, let's go.
All right. Well, thanks, Mom. We will talk to you next week.
Gambling.
Okay.
All righty.
Have a good weekend.
All right, you too.
Gambling, you better
Bye.
go over your spiel with the gambling.
I did
said-
before
he
we
said
started.
it.
Thanks for
No,
paying
you didn't.
attention.
No, you
Yes, I
didn't say
did.
it.
Nate.
No, you
I
didn't
said
say
this
it,
is for
man.
entertainment purposes only. I'll say it again. This is for entertainment purposes only.
A lot of people don't understand it. You got to talk plain.
All right, Chris, to get us out of here, pull that last tweet up to close out the show from Paul K. Guidry at Paul Guidry.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
I'm not listening.
That one just will not go away. Anyway, basically, Paul wants to know.
Give me a second. It's coming.
All right, well,
Is it coming?
Quickly.
Why does it take that?
this
Why
is.
does it have to-
There we go. All right, thank you, Paul. Bottom line, what is the one thing that has to happen for the Cowboys to win Sunday? Kurt, your prediction and your one thing that has to happen for the Cowboys to win.
I agree with Nate. They got to score in the red zone. But I don't think they're going to score enough. So it's going to be close, 35-31, something like that.
35-31. Kurt's going with the loss. Jesse.
One thing that the Cowboys, Joey Bosa has to have less than one sack.
He can have a half.
Can have a half.
Okay.
Joey Bosa has to have less than one sack.
Okay. And your prediction?
31-27.
Cowboys.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, but you said
no
Cowboys.
Chargers.
Oh,
you didn't say Cowboys.
Oh,
no, you almost got me to say.
You said
You almost got me to say.
Nate, I know your prediction. Cowboys by 1 point. But what's the one thing that they have to do to win the game?
They have to be efficient in the red zone, defensively and offensively.
Sticking with the red zone.
Yeah, watch.
All right.
And we're gonna win. We're going to win this thing by 9 points because that's the only way the Cowboys can win.
Wow.
That's the only way we can win.
Wow.
7-9. Let me tell you why. 7 to 9 points. The Cowboys, give them a cushion so they'll win by 3. Give them a cushion because they'll stretch. You know what I'm saying? Give them yeah.
I'm going to go. I think the one thing they have to do to win the game is I think they have to control the ball because I don't think if you get in a shootout, I'm scared if you get in a shootout, but I think that's what's going to happen. But I think for them to win, they got to get Zeke involved. He's got to have 20-plus touches. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think it's probably going to wind up being a high-scoring game. I'm going to go 87-73 Chargers.
Stop them receivers.
No, I think if it's a low-scoring game, I think the Cowboys win it. But I think it's going to be a shootout. I'm going to go 33-30 Chargers.
Everybody, all y'all think it's got to be over 30 points.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my preseason prediction.
30, but I have them losing.
But then I think they win the next 3.
So
they better.
So
loss, Cowboy win.
There you go. All right,
Jess.
Twitter was fun. Y'all keep sending in some tweets. We may do this every show. We'll definitely do it on Fridays. Thanks for everybody that called. Chris, thanks for managing
Great
the
job
phones.
today, Chris.
Kurt, thanks for being here. Jesse, thanks for bringing it. Nate, thanks for paying attention. Mama Gross, thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Mother Gross.
Don't forget the cinnamon rolls.
Mine separate.
Brother Will, thank you for keeping the live streams up. We will be back with a
Wingstop.
Cowboys
Don't make me go upstairs.
Wingstop.
Wingstop. Lemon pepper with ranch. Lemon pepper with ranch.
Peace out.
Lemon pepper with ranch.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!